In the United States, we never say go to university. We say go to college. When you study for a bachelor's degree, usually for 4 years, we call that going to college. It doesn't matter if the institution is a college or a university. We call it going to college. And today, I'm going to give you some language that you can use to talk about your education if you received a bachelor's degree from a college or university. But first, let's very quickly talk about some of the differences between colleges and universities. Both colleges and universities are institutions where you can study, usually for 4 years, to receive a bachelor's degree. Universities are usually larger and have a greater variety of programs to choose from. Universities are also more likely to have master's degree programs, and the professors at universities are more likely to be very focused on publishing research. Colleges are usually smaller and have fewer programs to choose from. Colleges are also less likely to have master's degree programs, and the professors are more likely to be focused on teaching, not so much on publishing research. And that's a very quick explanation of the differences, just because that's not really the topic of this video. The topic of this video is the language that we use to talk about our college or university experience. So again, like I said, in the United States, we don't say go to university. We always say go to college. I personally am a little bit different than most Americans because I lived abroad and taught English abroad for 10 years. So for me, I sometimes do say university just because I know that some of you will get confused if I say college. But when I talk to other Americans, I always say college. And now, if you want to know what institution someone studied at, here are 2 questions that you can ask. Where did you go to college? What college did you go to? And again, basically, these just mean where did you study to get your bachelor's degree? And to answer these questions, we usually just say, I went to. I went to St. Mary's College of Maryland. And if you want to know what they studied, here are 3 questions that you can ask. What did you study in college? What did you major in? What's your degree in? Again, there are other options, but these are just 3 of the most common. And to answer these questions, we usually say, I studied, I majored in, or I have a degree in. I studied political science. I majored in political science. I have a degree in political science. And here is how I would describe my educational background if I were in a job interview or some other formal setting. I have a bachelor's degree in political science from St. Mary's College of Maryland. My focus was international politics, and I also have a minor in women, gender, and sexuality studies. In that example, I said, I have a bachelor's degree in political science. However, in conversation, if it's already very clear that you are talking about a bachelor's degree, you can take out the word bachelor's and just say degree. I have a degree in political science. I also mentioned that my focus was international relations. This means that there was a specific area within political science that I focused on the most. Sometimes we call it a focus, and sometimes we call it a concentration. I also mentioned my minor. Not everyone has a minor, but in the United States it's very common. A minor is basically just a second thing that you want to study separate from your major. While a major usually requires you to complete 30 credits, a minor usually requires that you complete about 16 credits. So yeah, that's the basics of how we talk about college or university in the United States. And yeah, I know that there are also vocational schools and associate's degrees and community colleges, but I really don't know very much about those things, so that's why I didn't include them in this video today. Anyways, I hope you guys learned something. Thank you for watching.